Hello and welcome. I am Coach Castle, a certified biomechanics expert, nutritionalist, and efficiency coach. Subscribe to this channel to learn the most efficient ways to maximize your muscle growth and recovery, enhance your body, and advance your mind, all using the latest science. Welcome to Castle's Corner. Hello and welcome to Castle's Corner. I am Coach Castle, continuing the Do-It-Yourself series today with a multi-hip joint extension machine. Now what that translates to for you guys is you'll be building a machine which allows you to perfectly exercise your glutes, your adductors, your abductors, and your psoas muscle, as long as a few other different exercises you can use it for. Now this little setup machine will be added on to one of your previously existing cable machines that you've hopefully built already. If you haven't already built one, you will need an additional pulley setup, meaning you will need a cable, one pulley, and some form of weight to attach to the cable. Hopefully all of you can manage that. If you don't know how to do that, go ahead and see my other videos. And again, very simple to understand. So if you don't mind, why don't you come over here, we'll get a look at the materials that you'll actually need, and then we'll get into the build. You can see how easy it is. So of course you'll need a screw gun, you'll need a circular saw, you're going to need a piece of metal pipe, you're going to need a towel of some form, a drill bit the same circumference around as the metal pipe, some tape, screws of course, usually depending on the thickness you'll want 1 to 1.5 inch screws, and 2 eye bolts. And finally, you're going to need a lazy boy, that's why it turns. I specifically got a wooden one. I got it for $5 at a thrift store. It has nice, you can't see, but it has nice metal bearings. It's a very sturdy piece. And I also got a 2-foot tabletop, wood. You don't have to do this. I got it because it was convenient and easy and looks nice. You can also just use a piece of 3/4 inch plywood that you cut a circle out of. You can use 2x4s, stack them into a square, trace that, cut a circle out of that. All that matters is that it is a circle because you'll be cutting a groove in it for the cable to run through. Now that's all the stuff that you actually need for this build, guys. All told, it was less than $40 for me, but that's because I already had some of the stuff. But if you're actually buying everything yourself, it'll be about 40 bucks. So let's get into the build. All right, guys, so just to make things really kind of idiot-proof here for you, take your lazy boy, put it on top of a table. You're then going to take your round, whatever you made it out of. You're going to find the middle point of that round thing. You're going to grab a marker, and you're going to put it on that middle point. Now this is where you're going to be cutting your groove, so you want to make sure you have a line and make sure that that line is nice and even. So this way you're cutting in the same place, keeping a nice even groove. Okay, then you have a nice even line all the way around, and then you just follow me outside and I'll show you how we're going to cut it next.
Stop.
Alright guys, we're outside. I just have a very stable setup to hold the tabletop in place. You don't have to do anything like this. You can also just get 2 cinder blocks or something and put them on either side. You can have somebody help you. This is just a very easy way to do it. Make sure you have your safety glasses because the sawdust will be spraying everywhere. And make sure you have your earphones. Next, all you're going to do is very simple. Light up the saw. Alright guys, back again to talk about actually the installation now. So if you guys saw, I got the groove cut in it. What you didn't see was I just sanded it down to make it smooth and just slightly wider, that's all. But it's a nice, even, consistent groove all the way around. Now the next thing that you're going to deal with is a lazy boy. So what you're going to take, put it right here. Well, in my case, it's going to go right here. In your case, it doesn't matter where it goes, provided the cable attachment can reach it. You'll see why in just a moment. So all I'm going to do is go ahead and screw this in right here. In this particular case, it's the dead center of my actual cable machine setup, so I can access it from a cable on each side. Alright guys, so just grabbed a small drill bit, same size as one of these little eye bolts here, a little bit smaller, make it easier to screw in. I'm going to put this inside the groove. And just drill a little hole straight down so that I can screw this in, because they're both going to be getting screwed in here for the finished build. Alright guys, so you got your little eye hole screwed in. All you're going to do now is, I'm hoping you already have this cable setup done. If not, it doesn't have to look like this. It just needs to be a single pulley. Mine just happens to look like this. All I'm going to do is hook up my cable to the eye hole, like such. You will then see the cable goes into the groove. Now the objective of this is we need to put our leg at about this position here. And you want to line up this joint here, your pelvis, with the center of this. So once again, you'll be doing your own measurements here. You'll be lining up this particular part, the upper part of your bone, right here with the center, raising your leg to determine where you're going to be putting the hole. Once you know where the hole is going to be going, just make a little mark, because that's where we're drilling. So now the next thing we're going to do, we're going to drill a little hole there. This is where we'll be inserting this. And then we're just going to go ahead and reattach this guy. And insert our pad. There we go. You then have a functioning glute machine. Hey guys, I noticed a little bit of an unexpected problem when I was doing this build, so I'm just going to fix it real simple by using this. It's just a little spinny rotating wheel. So the issue is that when I'm doing the actual extensions and the glutes and so on and so forth, it's rubbing on the bottom, these two little pieces here. Now I don't want it to do that, but I understand why. It's because a lot of the pressure is causing it to tip. So just to prevent that from happening, I'm going to put this right here. And what it's going to do is that's going to actually act like a point for the force of the wood to be rolling on, so it won't dip down, causing it to scrape on this. So if you guys run into a similar problem, just get one of these. I got it at Home Depot for $1, so it's not that hard. I'm just going to screw it in real quick.